Hello everybody, we are back with another standard deck, this time playing a Naya Creatures deck. Sometimes I just have the itch to just create a deck filled with a bunch of creatures because I love playing with creatures, so we're playing a deck that's designed that way. The stars in this one are going to be Halana and Alena, Thrun, Breaker of Silence, and Polukranos Reborn. These are some powerful creatures that can quickly overtake an opponent and can become really powerful. And we also have our Elspeths to try and make the deck really go strong later in the game. And I also threw in an Adeline, Titan of Industry, and a Risona just for the kicks and giggles of having good creatures in a creature deck. If you want to look at this deck more closely, wait for the end of the video where we go over how the deck performed and what's in it. I'm not keeping this hand. I just don't have the mana that I like for it. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to keep it. We legitimately don't have anything to play. Oh my word. Let's see. Discard a card. I'm gonna discard that. Jewel Thief, okay. Sundown Pass comes down. I'm assuming they're going to make me discard another thing. It's going to be Prizefight. What does this do? Exile all cards from graveyards? Alright. Yeah, I guess we go Jewel Thief. Create a treasure token. We can get Thrun or Elspeth out on the field next turn. Okay, so they use that just to draw cards. Alright. Phyrexian Obliterator. That's not a bad card at all. That's a great card. Or abilities. Sacrifices that many opponents? Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna... Whenever a source deals damage. Alright. We're gonna go Elspeth. Should we just look at the top 7 cards? Let's look at the top 7 cards. Yeah. Put a permanent card. Well, let's go Brutal Cathar. Let's get rid of the Obliterator because that card can be really strong, really quick. Jewel Thief's going to come in. That works. The Obliterator could become really dangerous for us. That's a really good card. And they've got another one. They've got another one. Alright. They had another one. I think I'm gonna give it flying. Yeah, so you do that. And then I think I want to go Thrun. We'll go Thrun right now. Let's see what the opponent's going to end up doing with its Obliterator. Opponent's going to do something with the Obliterator. It's just a creature. Sure, you can have it. Yeah, so they got another one. Gala Greeters. Yeah, so we're gonna go Polukranos right now. So I'm waiting for the Obliterator. Shieldred. I'm not blocking. Drew land. Which means I'm gonna activate that. Do we go all in here? I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna go all in. Make the opponent make a decision on what they want to do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna get 8 through. Sacrifice 6. I'm gonna get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. No, I can't. I can't get rid of that. You. What is that? That's 5. I need to keep you. And we'll get rid of that. That's 5. We'll get rid of the forest. Cool. Okay. We've got Jewel Thief up in the air. We kept the Obliterator. What is the pay 3 life? They can't get rid of the Brute. They can't get rid of the Brute. That's big. And then all we have to do is survive this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go through, I think. Maybe not. Let's just get rid of that one. Just to make sure they don't have something that can kill us totally. Okay. Yeah. Jewel Thief and win? Yep. Jewel Thief and win. Okay. We survived another Obliterator. We survived the Obliterator. We survived a lot of Obliterators. Obliterator is a card that is really difficult to deal with. You have to have exiling effects. It's just a really tough card to deal with. Mono Black has the Obliterator working. Alright, this is one that I probably shouldn't keep. I'm going to keep it. It's going to be a really dumb decision. It's going to be a really dumb decision to keep. We were able to get that third land. Third land was a big land to be able to grab. Cut down, take it. That third land was a really important land to grab. Alright, Overgrown. Go Jewel Thief. Create that treasure. Go for the throat. Go for it. Graveyard Trespasser. Sheer. Halana, Alena. Kind of want to keep it. Kind of want to play the Halana and Alena. But I think I'm going to Brutal Cathar, that Graveyard Trespasser, and we're going to resolve, discard the Prizefight, an Obliterator, of course, why not? Why not give us put out the Obliterator? We'll go Elspeth, and we'll just -2 this bad boy. Attack in. And then you get to choose to either attack me or the Elspeth. Oh, this Obliterator drives me nuts. Because I don't typically make decks with exiling effects. Go Halana and Alena. That'll go on that. Attack in. That works. If they attack in, we let it all through. Shieldred stops that plan in its tracks. What can we do? What can we do to win us this game? It's going to be really difficult. Gonna let that all through. They're gonna gain life. I mean, we love mana, right? Mana is our favorite. I think we go there. I'll put it on you. We're gonna go in. Yeah, so Shieldred has to take that. Oh, they gain life. Okay. They go to 9. 9 power. I'm gonna have to block. We need something to give us 2 more. 2 more. We're so close. And we draw land. That's gonna be game. Game. Ah, dang. Dang. One day we'll play something that's not mono black. Alright. That's gonna be that keep. We'll go farmland. We got a lot of painlands. We have a lot of those painlands. Oh my word. They did not play a swamp. That's crazy. You telling me people play something other than mono black? Okay, so Selesnya enchants, of course. If it's not one, it's the other. Let's just go take it. We'll attack in. Circle of Confinement. So Brutal Cathar? Yeah. Okay. Brutal Cathar, Commune with Spirits. Alright. We could go the Elspeth. We got the other Elspeth. We could go Polukranos. I think I might go Polukranos over the Elspeth. Yeah, hit us. Beastcaller comes in, hits him for 4. So we've got our 2 Elspeths, and we've got an Eiganjo. 2 Elspeths, Eiganjo. Hallowed Haunting. That's what it is. Titan of Industry. So I think we're going to keep the Eiganjo. Let that play. And then... which Elspeth? Which Elspeth? I think that I want that Elspeth, and I'm going to give you Vigilance, and we'll attack in. Hit you for 9? That's a lot. Hit them for 9 is a lot. We've still got a couple turns before we can get to Titan of Industry, so that's not something that we're thinking about in this moment. Brutal Cathar, that should basically end the game. We're going to just mess around with the opponent. Show him who's boss. Enchantments, you're too slow. Hit you with flying. All in. What you got? What you got? Opponent hasn't conceded yet. They've got 1 planes open. Let's see what they got. Salty Rope to end. Enchantments player. Salty that we were faster than them. Alright, so welcome back after those games. I think based off of the way the deck is and the way that the metagame's kind of going along, I don't think that this deck is a spot where it is safe. I think that there are some better options that we can do. It does okay, but it just needs to be a bit more optimized. So that's what my suggestion would be for this deck. If you have any suggestions for the deck itself, leave them in the comments. But let's talk about what's in the deck the way that it is and a little bit of suggestions that I have for it. So we have Angelic Interventions, as well as some Prizefights. These are in there for some board interaction, be able to fight an opponent when we have our bigger creatures, as well as some protection. I think that maybe the Prizefight can be replaced with an exiling effect because the obliterators are really dangerous. They can easily wipe our entire board very easily and very quickly. So I think that there needs to be a little more something than just the Brutal Cathar, which is why the Brutal Cathar is in there, is to get rid of for that board interaction. But there needs to be something a little bit better than just Brutal Cathar. Finishing up the 2 drops, we've got Gala Greeters and Quirion Beastcallers. They're just 2 really good creatures that can get really big really quickly. Gala Greeters for token generation, and if we're really short on life, it gives us life if we need. Moving on into the 3-drops, we've got Adeline, of course. It's just a really good card when it's creatures. Get it, play it, attack in. We got lots of creatures, and we create more creatures on the field. Jewel Thief is on here because we can create a treasure token, helps with our mana, as well as a Vigilance and Trampler. So that's really strong. 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample, and it gives us a treasure token. I kind of like Jewel Thief, that's why I have Jewel Thief. The Polukranos Reborn, haven't really played with this card a ton in my own playing, so I wanted to give it a shot. Polukranos is a really pretty good card. The 3 forests kind of make it a little difficult to play. There's oftentimes I'm playing it later, but when I am playing it later, we can transform it pretty quickly. So that we can get something out of Polukranos if it does die. And then finishing off 3-drops, we've got a Risona. Threw this in just for some fun. It's a haste creature, 3/3. If it comes in, it gets indestructible. It's nice. It can be really nice. Threw it in there just for fun because it can be fast. That's why we've got 2 of them. And then we've got our 2 Elspeths. In this one. So Archangel Elspeth, we can create more tokens. We also can put things into flying when we need to. So that's what I like about this Elspeth. And then Elspeth Resplendent, we're able to look for the top 7 cards for any more permanents we have. We've got a lot of permanents in that 2-drop and 3-drop, as well as the +1 ability, giving us all of those modifiers for the card. It's just really good. I really like this Elspeth. I try and throw it in all of my creature decks that I create because it just works really well with creatures. And then 4-drop, we have Halana and Alena, which is why I even have a Risona in here because we're really just splashing the red. But Halana and Alena, really good. We've got creatures. We can give that +1. Quirion Beastcaller, if it dies, we can throw the +1/+1 counters onto Halana and Alena so that we put more +1/+1 counters on everything else. So that's really nice. Thrun, Breaker of Silence. That's a card that I have not played with very often. I don't see very often either. But it works really well, especially with the metagame that we have right now, because it can't be countered, so it stops all the blue decks from stopping me. It has Trample, and it can't be the target of non-green spells, so you can't kill it with black. And it can't be the target of abilities from non-green sources that the opponents control. It's really strong. That's pretty strong to be able to avoid something like that for the opponent. As long as it's our turn, Thrun has Indestructible, so that's really nice. Board sweeping, that's going to be a tough one for Thrun to be able to survive, but it works really well. 5/5, we've got 2 of them. And then Titan of Industry, finish it all off. It's just a really powerful 7-drop. Gotta play it in a creature deck when we're playing with green, white. It's just really strong. So those are the cards that we've got. Like I said, if you have any suggestions on how to make this deck better, leave it in the comments. And make sure to check out the video posted here for if you like the content that is being provided.
I went for the head.